just a quick note, before you watch this video, pause it and then go to the subscribe button and hit subscribe if you haven't already, and also go to the bell button and hit notifications, because you will then get a little message to say that we've uploaded a new video. We really want to grow this account and bring you so much more content, but we need to get more subscribers. So if you could do that for us, that would be absolutely brilliant. And if you could share the videos on your social media platforms, that would be really, really appreciated. But listen, enjoy the video. Thanks.
Here he is.
Oh, what a palaver.
Mate, do you have that problem with Zoom on your accounts at all? Because I was doing one with Kenny the other day and the same thing happened, and then we closed it down a couple of times and it went all right. So absolute nightmare. But thanks very much for persisting.
All right. You know what you need on a hangover? You want everything to work when you go over, don't you? And when it's not, you're like, oh, mate. Yeah,
mate, I'm sorry. Well, listen, I won't keep you too long. Trust me, okay? So Liverpool won 4-0 against Wolves yesterday. I've got 6 words for you. Oh, come, let us adore them.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, hopefully all the Christmas ones were going yesterday. Would have loved to have been there. Unfortunately, just watching on the telly this time, but hopefully soon I'll be back in. But I mean, what a performance! Yeah, very, very fitting for the return of the supporters to put in such a good performance and a great result as well. The throws us obviously right up there, handily placed in terms of what we want to do this season, which is obviously retain the English Premier League.
Yeah. Just before we get into the performance, a few of the boys went, didn't they? I know Senior went, and I think did Dan Morgan went, and I think Robbo go as well. So what was the feedback from them? You must have spoke to them this morning. They must have been full of it.
Yeah, I haven't seen Robbo yet. I know he's about later. Just in the office now. He's doing a bit from home this morning. He's coming in later, but I know he was buzzing about going and being back there, and the feedback I got was good. I did manage to see Senior briefly, and he was buzzing as well. And just, you know, I think that the feedback for them was, oh, can't wait to get everyone back in now. Do you know what I mean? And they just want everyone to have that opportunity, and obviously for it to be, you know, more so it's even louder, even kind of more fun. But it's first step, isn't it? And that's what everyone's saying. Really, it's the first step to getting everyone back in, and so it's all good.
I think there are 2 things that I got from it. I couldn't believe how loud they were.
Yeah.
It was very, very loud. And then I think the other thing was as well, in a stadium the size of ours, you could see how we could do 10,000 quite easily. Yeah,
that's it. It is a start, isn't it? But it's all about kind of seeing where we can go with it next, really. And you'd hope, you know, obviously if Liverpool can move into Tier 1, then that opens 4,000 up in current restrictions. But obviously we're all hoping that you know, that on it all, really, you see kind of, you know, what we can do, we will, and what we can take, we will take, and you know, that's the kind of the situation that we're all in. But yeah, I missed this one. Hope, fingers crossed for Spurs.
Next one, yeah, of course. Of course. So just looking into the game, what did you think about the team lineup and the performance overall?
Yeah, it's good. I think 4-3-3 works a bit better for us at the moment as a formation than playing the 4 forwards. It's always got to be tempting to throw the 4 of them out there because they're so good, but it just hasn't quite worked for us yet. So I thought he might go with the 4, but he obviously didn't. And I think the balance was better. And obviously, you know, the midfielders are playing really well. Curtis Jones is flying at the moment, isn't he? Hendo is the captain, and everyone knows what he brings. And then Gino Wijnaldum just keeps on going, doesn't he? At the moment, and what a goal as well. So yeah, I think it was a nicely balanced team. You know, not too many youngsters in there as well, which helps. I think, you know, if you've got a few too many, then it's hard for them, isn't it? But if they've got senior pros around them and a bit more sort of, you know, be able to guide them through, then I think they do fine, and we saw that. So yeah, I think you know, you got to see the manager got it spot on, didn't he? Because of the performance and the results.
Yeah, totally. Just, you've mentioned the youngsters there. I mean, how does that make you feel watching these young players come in and perform so well? I mean, we don't even count Trent as a young player anymore, but, you know, Curtis certainly from the City, Kevin Keller, who's just looked great the 2 games. You know, it could have been a disaster for him, bless him, but it hasn't. He's been great. He looks so calm. He looks so assured. Left foot, right foot, no problem. Saves, no problem. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, it is good, and it's testament to the culture at the football club. I think that the young players are able to come in and feel confident and feel comfortable and feel like they can express themselves and play. You know, because it must be fairly nerve-wracking to come in and play for the champions. You know, but they don't look it. You know, obviously Nico has had some tough games recently, but you know he's bounced back from them well, and that's good. And Kelleher's been a revelation. I mean, anyone saw that coming in terms of the level of his performance, and so you've got to say fair play to obviously the coaches who work with them to get them ready to play at this level, but also you can see that they feel like they've got the belief in the manager, and that's a big thing as well. So yeah, very very pleased for them, and obviously pleased for Liverpool as well that we've got a few more options than maybe we thought a few months ago.
Brilliant. And you mentioned them there, John. I know you were only watching it on the telly, but what did you think of Jurgen's performance?
Yeah, it's boss, just great. I just like at the end, I don't really know what I was expecting really, because it's been so long. You don't really necessarily think about it. You just think about, oh, we're going to win and how they're going to play. And then I love the fact that the players went over as they did at the end. And then obviously you knew it was coming, didn't you? Because he was doing it. Gonna do it. He's a showman. He's building it up. He's gonna do it, and then he did. And yeah, it was emotional to watch. You know, and it's great because I think football makes so much more sense with supporters, doesn't it? And you know, it's I couldn't be there yesterday, but you know, you wouldn't say football only makes sense for the fans who were there, because then it'd only be 45,000 fans and not absolutely millions that we've got all around the world. And so, so I think, you know, it just feels like a lot more kind of real and a lot more, you know, authentic and just sort of the sport we grew up with, really, when there are some fans there, whether it's you or not. So yeah, just made it all the sweeter. And I reckon it got a bit more out of the lads as well. I reckon it would have been 2-0 if there hadn't been any fans.
Possibly. Who was you throw your man of the match out on?
It's a good question. I think there's a lot of good, you know, options in there. I think I'd just about go for Gini, just because, as I say, just because of how he has, you know, gone week after week for us. You know, injuries all around him, and he's played, and you know, his goal's a really special one. It's a big goal as well, the second in that game. You know, to calm everyone down, because obviously they did have a few chances at 1-0, and so yeah, just for that, really, I'll go for Gini. But shout for Joel Matip as well. Big Joel wins headers in every box.
Yeah, he's a cult hero now, Joe Matip, isn't he?
That's right.
Yeah. Well, listen, thanks very much. What are you and the boys up to at the Anfield Wrap at the moment?
Just obviously games come thick and fast, so we're just covering them best we can, really. You know, just trying to do our best, really. So obviously we had a few people up at the game, and so we were able to get, you know, some more like lively social stuff, and the post-match pint was straight after, and that was by the ground in a pub that was shut, but let us in to do that, which is very kind of them. So nice one to Hotels here for that. And so yeah, just doing what we do best, really, what we think we do best anyway, which is obviously sharing the journey, supporting this wonderful football team.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, listen, thanks very much, mate, for joining us. I know it was thanks for persisting. I know we had a bit of a nightmare before we got on, but listen, thanks for your time. We really appreciate it. And listen, I hope we'll see you at the game soon, yeah?
Top man, cheers, mate.
See you, mate.